What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trash From Trading Cards, and today we're going to be diving into some of the hottest cards on the market, and that is from Tag Team. If you don't know what Tag Team is, we're going to show you guys. Again, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's dive headfirst into one of the spiciest, hottest markets in the Pokemon trading card game at this very moment. All right, everybody, so we are on the TCG players, and we're going to be digging into the Tag Team era of cards. As a Pokemon vendor, this has been one of the hottest sets, hottest group of cards that we have ever had. They go really well. They sell really fast. Finding them in a top-notch quality is very hard to do, especially because they are not getting any reprints in the foreseeable future. So with that being said, we're at Tag Team. So if you go into TCG Player and you type in Tag Team, this is what's going to come up. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to product type, you're going to select cards, and this is going to highlight all of the English Tag Team products that have come out during Sun and Moon. So the most highly sought after in the Sun and Moon era, the absolute chase card, the most expensive card, is called the Lovebirds, or Latios and Latios GX. This is the alternate full art, super difficult to open, super difficult to find in a pack, and the prices you see is very high. Now, when you see this price, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. But actually, when you go to the listed cards, you see that these are all foreign. So German, Chinese, right? No Japanese right here. And then you have a heavy play at $999. Okay, so what is heavy play? The front doesn't look too bad, actually. Front looks pretty good. So the back has to be. The back definitely has some love. So as you see here, you definitely have the love around the edge of the card. It is fairly dinged. Oh, Lord, that is a lot of love on the Lovebirds. But as you see that price was April 30th at $409, and we've seen a $100 increase. But again, that is not for the English cards. So you have 1,300 for moderately played. You have a moderately played here. And I mean, this doesn't look bad on the moderately played aspect. What makes this moderate play? Maybe some scuffing here in the top, and the nick here. I think because it's such a high value card, they're going to be more stringent on the grading criteria. But again, TCG Player says that any card that has more than 3 discrepancies goes from near mint to light play. So discrepancies are subjective to the person as well. So this one I believe is more on the moderately play, especially because you have that whiting right there on the side here. And then you have the corners here and here. So on a high value card like this, they're definitely going to be much more stringent on the criteria. Now, with that being said, again, this is a moderately played for $14.99. So let's see if they have any spicy PSA 10s listed on the TCG Player, because sometimes people will, they do. $8,500 for the Latios Team Up Alt Art Lovebirds and a PSA 10. That is astronomically expensive. But again, that is a chase. It is a very hard card to pull. Not a lot have been opened on any platform. So it is like the absolute chase. And then coming in second, you have the Gengar and Mimikyu GX. So this card is also hard to pull, but this has a lot of people who collect Gengars after it. And as you see, we did have a nice price rise here. So we were at a crisp 309 in March, and now we're looking at a 330 price range. If we look at 1 year, though, a year ago we were at 222. So we've seen a 54% increase over that time. And again, you have the Alt Art Pack Fresh Chinese coming in. So if you don't know this about Chinese cards have a English front and Chinese front and an English back. So this is the back of a Chinese card. This is the front. I don't know where the color is. I think it's just because of the way that they took the picture. But you see that the Gengar is supposed to be purple. So and you do have a CGC 9 there. Absolutely stunning card. And then you have the full art Gengar Mimikyu, the Mewtwo and Mew GX. So the other thing to keep in mind is that some of these cards are promos versus cards that you can open in packs. So these actually came in ultra premium collections. They came in tins. They came in specific locations that are harder to find. So this is the Mewtwo and Mew GX SM191 Sun and Moon promo. And as you see, this has been on the absolute rise. This was $126 in April, and now we're looking at a 67% increase at $222 over the last couple of months. Now, this is also following the announcement that they are reprinting Mega Pokemon, which we did do a video a couple weeks ago about Mega Pokemon being the next big investment. But now we're looking at the tag teams, and it looks like tag teams are definitely going to take the overall forefront in value train, because as you see, there not a single one is down. Like, we're up almost 50% on the Latias and Latios GX Secret from Sun and Moon Team Up. And again, some of these are promos. So you have the Umbreon and Darkrai Sun and Moon. This is an absolute sick promo, right? We are up 23%. We are kind of like on a little bit of a dip in the market. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just you had a massive spike increase. We're at $81 on the 17th, and we shot all the way up to over 100. And then if you look at a year ago, we were at $26 for this card. So, I mean, the overall price increase is a 277% price increase from where it was a year ago. So we do have to see some form of like market stabilization in how these cards are being affected and manipulated. Because again, he's not the only one. You have this at $16. We're at 127% increase a year later for the Charizard and Braixen GX. And also, like, this is a beautiful, beautiful card. Just absolute stunning on the quality of card that you see here. Like, this is an absolute awesome card that would look great in a slab. Not this one, of course, because the back is not going to grade well, but this would look beautiful in a slab. So again, this is just some of the cards that we're highlighting. You have the Espeon and Deoxys Sun and Moon. So this used to be $81. It dipped all the way down to 70, and then we're back on the rise at 78, which is great for the card. But even then, when you look at the 3-month, you're like, oh, this card isn't doing well. But look at the 1 year, we're up 223%. So again, even a card like this, we're on that market retracement where we're coming back to that peak at $80 for that card, which is awesome, because it's showing market sustainability for those price ranges. So, and this is arguably one of the most beautiful cards that Pokemon has ever created. So this is the Moltres and Zapdos and Articuno GX Sun and Moon promo, and this is the Stained Glass Birds. So we do have this in our collection. We did buy this in a PSA 10 for $90, and now you're looking at raw market price at $70. So again, absolute awesome pickup. But we're definitely going to click on one of these just to get some appreciation for the art quality. We just want to make sure we get the rights. So this looks absolutely beautiful. I would take mine out of the case if I could without moving a bunch of cards and wasting a bunch of time, and we'll do that a different time. But again, absolutely beautiful card. Grade is really, really good, and then it increases in value exponentially. But again, when you look at that market trend, this card was $38 in March, and now we're at $55, which is a 43% increase in the overall market value of the card. But if we go back and we go at that 1 year, again, we're at $15, and this is a 259% increase in a year on these cards. So where the market's going to go on these, I'm not a financial advisor whatsoever, but we should see some market justification and stabilization in these price ranges. And so that's where we're going to get that price. So again, we had a 61% increase. So this card was $50, and this is probably like the lowest percent increase that we've seen at 60%, which is okay. But still some beautiful stellar cards. And again, this is just from Sun and Moon era. And you have some bigger cards like the Magikarp and Wailord that have tag teams as well that are sold out, and other cards that just aren't in stock right now that are populating on TCG Player because everybody's bought them out and they're so hard to come by and everybody wants them. And so again, you have some oversized cards that came out from the Sun and Moon era that are worth some money. You can get the oversized cards graded by PSA, and they do look really cool in a slab. It's just that those cards, if you're looking to then sell to somebody else, don't have a large market because they're jumbo cards versus regular cards. And like, if we're looking at basic tag team, like the Pikachu and Zekrom team up, like we have an 80% price increase over the 3 month, and at the 1 year, right? We're looking at a 305% increase. This card was $5 in September of 2024. So again, absolute amazing price, like skyrocket. If you guys like got these before everything went up, that was an awesome pickup on your part. And again, you have the Magikarp and Wailord alternate art full art right here. That is also a $400 card. And not a lot of concurrent sales here, but this does sell really well on eBay. And so if you guys pick these up before they decided to go hand over fist in value, that's awesome for you. We did pick up a couple, but you know, we're not that we were not that invested in the tag team era, which we should have been, and that's okay. So yeah, that's tag teams, and congratulations if y'all got in the market, y'all. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for checking out our tag team video. I hope we tagged you into our content. Don't forget, if you guys are new here, to drop that subscribe button, follow the channel, and watch as we continue to grow our community. Discord link is in the YouTube description. Tomorrow we're going to be opening up a Destined Rivals ETB. That is for our Pack Fresh Fridays that we like to do. We like to open up a little something at the end of every week just to give you guys a little bit of opening content. Again, it's going to be an absolute amazing time. We're going to be hunting for that Team Rocket's Mewtwo, and it's going to be amazing. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Have a great, trash-tastic, fantastic day. Deuces, y'all.